Somebody can't just vanish into thin air. It doesn't happen, not for this long.
An 8-year-old boy goes missing from his home in the dead of night.
They just said that they couldn't find him, and they were sending out search teams.
But family and law enforcement refuse to give up.
It's like a puzzle, but we were missing lots of pieces.
September 10th, 2000. 8-year-old Zachary Bernhardt has just come home to his mother, 29-year-old Leah Hackett, after playing with neighborhood children. It's just Leah and Zachary living together in the 2-bedroom apartment.
They loved each other a lot. With her being single, that all they had was each other. They're like best friends too. But when she had to be a parent, she was a parent.
He's a fun-loving kid, adventurous, kind, caring. He's always been that way. A sweet boy.
And this is my perfect shirt.
But on this Sunday, Leah has the night off, so it's just the two of them as they settle in for a mother-son evening.
On your night off, you do not go to sleep. You don't change your body in a click. You're used to being awake. And she would go downstairs and watch TV or read.
Leah is wide awake for hours.
At some point in the morning, she decided to go to the pool.
Just prior to leaving, she puts eyes on Zachary to make sure he's still sleeping, which he was in her bed. And then she goes downstairs and exits the apartment. She tells us that she swims from one side to the other. She didn't have anything with her. She didn't have a towel, she didn't have a bathing suit, just what she was wearing. And then she exits the pool, goes back home. She goes back upstairs and enters the apartment. When she enters her apartment, she says that it's cold inside. She keeps the air pretty cool in the apartment. So she immediately wanted to go take a warm shower.
At 4:30 a.m. on September 11th, 2000, Leah walks out of her shower to find her life forever turned upside down. Zachary is gone.
What is your emergency?
I can't find my son. I went to the pool and then I came back and I got a good shower and then he wasn't here.
Okay. Your door was unlocked, please.
Yes, it was unlocked. Yes, it's my fault.
So, of course, the officers responded. They immediately start conducting a search, establishing a perimeter.
The search for Zachary has begun. But the area around his home is full of the woods, wetlands, and waterways Florida is famous for.
It's not real. This is not happening. There's no way that a child just goes missing and you can't find them.
Detective Slaughter knows that family members are often involved in missing children cases. So one of his first questions for Leah is, where is Zachary's father?
When they did break that news to him, he did not appear to be wanting to be involved. He was nowhere near the state of Florida during this time period, and they confidently ruled him out as being anyone that could be involved in this case.
The circumstances of Zachary's disappearance are just not adding up.
Clearly, with the statements provided, everyone has questions. For no reason, 4 in the morning, coming out of residence, not locking the door behind her with her child home alone, to go to a swim, no towel. In fact, her statements were she doesn't know why she did that, and she doesn't even like swimming. There was no reasonable explanation for some things.
As more time goes by, and the search for Zachary winds down, Leah seems to disappear from the spotlight.
Leah Hackett eventually moved away and at some point made a decision that she wasn't going to participate anymore.
Detectives continue to work Zachary's case, but there are few developments. Then, on New Year's Eve 2001, another terrifying crime is committed at the apartment complex. But this time, there are witnesses. 3 young boys are at the playground in the Savannah Trace apartment complex when a truck pulls up. A man gets out of the vehicle and offers the children ice cream. One of the boys, a 5-year-old, approaches. The boy is returned to his grateful family. He gives a basic description of his abductor, a white male with dark stringy hair.
And that gave us a lot of hope because we thought that they could track that guy and be able to connect maybe to Zachary.
Zachary's case still looms over the Clearwater Police Department.
Like I tell him, 16 years later, isn't it time to look for a different angle?
But everyone agrees that there are answers out there.
Somebody can't just vanish into thin air. It doesn't happen. Not for this long. Somebody knows what happened to my cousin. Somebody has the answers. Why they won't come forward, I don't know. But somebody knows something, and we'll find out.
If you have any information about the disappearance of Zachary Bernhardt, please contact the Clearwater Police Department at 727-562-4200.